Hey, you! Come on in. Your seat's waiting for you.
Hey, it's good to see you. We have an homage today to a cologne that we can't even say from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements.
It's a beautiful morning with the Barbershop Duet.
Hi, I'm Marcus Klinger with Klinger Vocal Studio.
And I'm Sarah Vincent with Sarah Vincent Virtual Pilates.
But on Wednesdays, Saturdays, and today is actually Christmas Eve.
We are the Barbershop Duet.
Hey, it's good to see you. Welcome to the Barbershop. We are still on the Christmas set today because for us in real life, it's Christmas Eve, so we didn't want to tear it down quite yet. I hope you don't mind.
Yes.
That we're going to do some Christmas set. But what's our mention today?
Our mention today is actually this fun little gel, which is supposed to be kind of like a little menthol vibe.
Yeah.
You can add after or during your shave, I
Right,
think.
so this is a pre-shave or post-shave care product, and this is a synthetic menthol. So you know how I always sing menthol in my eyes when we put on a menthol splash? This is a synthetic menthol that does not get in your eyes. It doesn't have those like fumey qualities that natural menthol does. So I put this on the other day after a shave, and it was awesome. And somebody said, Sarah's mom actually said, well, why would you want something like that?
What is that
I said,
good
well,
for?
the irritation sometimes that you would get from shaving has kind of a burning sensation.
Right.
So to offset that, of course, you might look for something that has a little bit of a chilling sensation. So this is chill, and you just need a tiny, tiny bit on your fingertip. It's sort of a liquid, kind of. It would pour out.
Yeah.
It would. So it's kind of a gel,
it's
chill
definitely more gel, yeah.
But what fun, y'all. And you know, especially those summer days when it might be really nice to have a cool little finish on your shave.
Right, and some people offer a soap that's normal, and then you can get menthol with it.
Right.
Or there's little dots you can add in. So this is kind of another version that Phoenix has, is like having,
I'll have
you
to
can
ask
control
Douglas,
it.
what happens if you actually put this in the soap? Could you do that?
yeah.
I don't know. There's wild territory ahead, folks. Who
There
knows?
is.
This is exciting. So I'm excited to experiment with this.
Yes,
And
it's
try
new
it
to
out after a
the
few
blocker.
shaves.
So what do we know about the soap for today?
So this was a special offering from PAA. This hit on the Cyber Monday, Small Business Saturday, Black Friday
Yeah, one of those
weekend
big
when
sale days.
Everything crazy happened, and this was a release that dropped for 24 hours. Now, I had heard about this before in the PAA world. This had been out before.
Hey.
So the fact that it had seemed so beloved and it was dropping for 24 hours, we just kind of
we felt like we had to add it to the list
matched
too.
it up. So this one is based on a Tom Ford cologne, and if you're a constant viewer, you know we have an affinity for the Tom Ford
Yes,
colognes.
we're learning.
The original is called Effing Fabulous, which we can't really say because
You can fill in the blanks.
right, because Sophia watches the show. So yeah, that's what it's called. But I mean, for Tom Ford to name
Right?
a cologne that, I mean,
That
it's
title
gotta
explains
be
a
good.
lot.
And then, in their infinite wisdom, Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements named this one F-Bombs. So,
Because why not?
That's absolutely perfect. So
Everyone clearly knows what you're talking about.
yeah,
So.
there's been so much love for this already on the Phoenix boards and things. So I was like, okay, we got it. We gotta grab
curious.
this one while we can. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to F-Bombs. Let's meet the soap. So this is from the email that was sent out by PAA.
We
on
only
that
had
magical
24
weekend.
hours, and
Right.
this is what you'd get. So, for F-bombs, we have warm, woody, spicy, and gourmand. This oriental leather is an homage to Tom Ford's Effing Fabulous.
Love it! And then there are some scent notes.
We
so
can't go there yet.
I mean, for Tom Ford to make such amazing things as like Lost Cherry and like the tobacco one that
Right.
was based on.
We're learning there's
I mean,
so
this
many
has got to
more.
be amazing, right? For him to name it Effing Fabulous,
It's intriguing enough, you know?
I highly doubt it's false advertising.
Yeah, we were
I'm
not big on the
excited
big
about
cologne
this.
world before we got into shave
Yeah,
soap.
I
So
didn't
this
have any
is fun.
colognes, and you only had one or two
Perfumes,
perfumes you'd
yeah.
wear out. So I'm excited because between Phoenix and Tom Ford, they don't disappoint. So
Fun duo. Is it time?
Let's have an unboxing.
Okay, so this box clearly was opened when we got
We got the shaving.
shaving.
But
So-
if you are one of the first 50 to procure your set from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements, you are given a limited edition holographic label on the soap. So I'm not sure
We don't
how
know.
fast we acted on this one, but I've got
We're
my
gonna
fingers
find
crossed.
out.
So
We did get
let's
that
see.
email and push send. So
We did. It happened rather quickly.
may
No.
actually work here. Oh, I don't want
Can
to
you
look.
see?
I don't want to look.
Can you see? I don't
Ah,
want to
it's
alarm
just-
you.
It's just.
Oh, it's
But
the
look at
regular
the
label.
label.
It's the regular label.
What?
I love the side
There
labels,
is
y'all,
also
to go
a
with clown
side
fruit and doppelganger orange. And what was the other one that had the side label recently that was awesome?
It might have been the shaving.
Oh, the shaving had a side label. Yes. Oh,
Look
that's
at those colors.
Oh, whoa! And look at like the kid that's reaching up to the spaceship thingy, and oh, that's really cool. Love it. Okay.
We got its friend
I
here.
almost forgot. We got a set. Let's see what this looks like. Whoa.
Okay.
There's like
you're right.
stuff
There's
in
space
it.
stuff. Very
There's
official term.
Space stuff in the
Not
aftershave.
bubbles.
Do you see it, y'all? There's like space
It's
stuff.
like little foggy little things. Intriguing.
Oh, I'm excited for this first impression.
Who goes first?
It's you. This is all you. I want to see your
think?
face. I can tell a lot of things by your face in the first impression.
Okay.
Crack
Okay.
that thing open. Sealed tightly for your protection here, folks.
Made sure that was closed.
Here we go.
Ooh, boy. All right.
Oh.
There's our pour for
That's
people who care.
CK6 formula, folks. Here we go.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
Take it in. Oh.
I don't know if I would have known it was cologne right away, but then I definitely get the
She did the
leather,
nose.
the leather vibe.
Yeah? Nice. What kind of leather?
It's a little more earthy of a
Ooh.
leather, if that's a word, earthier
Nice.
side of leather.
Yeah.
And darker, maybe.
Is it sweet?
Not really.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I'm not getting the sweet. Well, see what you think. It's,
Okay, I'm excited. Let's take this in. You ready?
I'm curious. Yes, definitely more on the spice side, I think.
Oh, I get it. Yes,
Is that
right.
I know it said Oriental leather,
No,
but I don't
not-
really know.
Right, not sweet, but not dry either.
Yes, not dry.
Right? It's not dry. It does have sort of a light sweetness to it that I'm getting, but yeah, not like a sweeter scent.
Does earthy make sense? Like it kind of.
Whoa.
I don't know. It has a different. Like the leather is alive. Is that possible?
Yeah, I mean, some of my favorite scents, when they do sort of dive down into these earthier scents, have a beautiful way of making them both dirty and clean.
Yes, I'm with you.
Does that make sense?
Well, can you smell it? We can smell it. We can tell you. That's what I'm getting.
Wow. Wow. Okay, so first of all, with everything that this soap could be, with like the leather and those darker things, there is nothing off the top of this that's like, so get that out of your head.
No.
Everything in this is pleasing and comforting and subtly sweet, but earthy.
Earthy. I'm
and
outside.
yeah.
It's a different type of leather.
It's an earthier, dirtier spice, but the way it's cleaned up is just gorgeous.
It's like if you could have like a scale for colognes, instead of it being full on cologne,
Right.
it's on the lower side. It's
Right.
definitely there, but it's not the thing that you smell the most.
No, and if y'all grew up in the era of like the Avon colognes with your dads and stuff, and they had sort of this syrupy sweetness to them, this is the opposite of the syrupy sweetness. And I think that's why he called it the effing fabulous, because he figured out something like a eureka thing that must have been like when Douglas figured out Alphine, right, at last.
Right.
This is somehow he has just taken a fragrance that should be on the super like earthier, more like umami side of things and really just brought it so that it is super palatable and pleasurable.
Like I'm not getting leather jacket cologne. I'm getting like a leather saddle.
Yes, and
like a different type of leather.
Right. And the opposite of that syrupy sweetness. So it is a little bit sweet, but it's a very natural one.
It's funny because I'm getting whiffs of, more the industrial leather. So for Pilates on the equipment, there are leather straps and you hold them and it's a very, whatever that leather is, I think it's like the same as horse reins. There's something in it that's different.
Yes. This is not like your lighter cashmeres, I don't think. I think this is an industrial leather. That's a good way of putting it. But a beautiful, like you ever walk into, there's a store here in town that's like a Western wear store and they've got like saddles and stuff.
They do, in the window.
So, when you walk in there,
or cowboy boots, the leather? It's more that raw kind of leather.
Right. The leather on my old Red Wing work boots, right?
Yeah, it's something different like that.
Right. And then, okay, so that's the sort of the darker side. Now, what is that balanced with?
There's almost like a dry floral.
Lighter things in there. Because the leather does go deep. Right. So in order to keep that balance, those lights are just beautiful and light. What are they?
But there's like a lighter floral thing. There's something in there that's the sweeter part. And I know he said gourmand. I'm trying to figure out what that was hinting at. Maybe
Yeah.
if we lather,
he did.
we could
and,
see.
You know, that is a really good point. I have a stick here, especially designed to get soap out of stuff and put it in other stuff. Like this, our intergalactic, indestructible, shatterproof travel scuttle from
And
Douglas
then-
and Fran at PAA. These were both gifts from
Yes,
Douglas and
which
Fran
one
at
was this
PAA.
one called?
That is the Cyclotrode
There we
X
go.
brush that came out around Halloween time.
It's super.
Oh,
It's probably the softest
y'all.
brush we have in our den.
If I want to feel like little bunnies are putting the soap lather on my
Extra
face,
soft kind of
that
vibe.
is what this brush feels like. And for those of you who enjoy a small fright in the middle of the night while you're trying to go to the bathroom, it glows in the dark.
It does.
Glows in the dark.
In case you were not aware,
So put it next to your clown fruit cube and
you'll have an entertaining evening stroll to the bathroom. Are you getting a woodsy thing to it?
yes, but man, there's like 3 really dark, deep, spicy, beautiful notes, and they are offset with 3 of the lightest, most beautiful notes you can imagine. And that tug of war puts you right in the middle. Oh, whoa, that's insane.
Yeah, I know. We've done some other leathers, but this is
Right.
completely different.
And I think you're right. Just that, like, saddle leather, like
It's
kind of a
just
smell,
different.
right? Like
Yeah,
almost
I'm
an
on the
Old West kind of a thing going on
I am
here.
outdoors on a horse. Like, it's different. It's not just leather jacket or worn down leather. It's
Right.
fresh, new, ready to work leather.
And it's beautiful. It's beautiful. And then let's see if we can figure out what those lighter things are before we dive into the show notes.
There's a lighter wood, and I almost get like a florally something. That's
Yes.
just
right.
barely considered a floral.
Right, but like a
Barely.
desert flower
Yes,
kind of a
something
thing.
different,
A
more
little
raw.
bit of a little bit of like a sage, like think
Yes.
solstice, a little bit of that going on, right?
Well, and then I got a little flash of tombstone, just a little bit too, because there is a little,
Yes.
but not totally different side.
A little bit of like the Watcher, a little bit of that
Yes,
beautiful
that
dryness. And
dryer.
we're really going to connect some PAA stuff.
There, well, I'll give you some clues here.
Oh, the one from the Advent calendar today was originally called 9, and it's based on a famous gun cleaner and a little bit
Whoa.
of black powder mixed in.
Kind of in this theme. That's fun.
Oh, well, my dad was a hunter, so man, Douglas and Fran, thanks for going outside the box. Another one was called Yule Ham.
Oh,
Smelled
right.
like a Christmas ham. Yes!
Why not?
That's why we're in the game. We're not in the game for our 9th Adventist. We're in the game for Christmas ham. Douglas and Fran, that's why we're in the game. That. And gun cleaner.
Good.
And
You
gun
know,
clean.
come on. Or there
So
was that
this-
bubblegum kind of one too.
Right. Yeah, Bay Gum.
Go check out some of our friends' pages.
Oh, that
they opened
Advent
them.
calendar was so much fun. Yeah, anyway. So, but this is... Wow.
It stayed close to here, but there are
Yes.
definitely the intensity of the lighter versus darker
Right.
side definitely opened up.
Yeah, and you know what's funny? This would not for me, I mean, I know we should probably smell the aftershave, but this
Right.
does not for me read as a cologne. This reads as somebody who just smells good. And there's a big difference for me. Like when somebody walks by, I know the kind of person who's put 9 spritzes of an EDP on.
True.
And I know somebody who walks by where I'm just like, where do you hang
Right?
out?
What is your story, man?
Like
I'm
it's just the
curious.
illusion of something in the clothes and something in the hair and something in the beard and just all of those things
Right. Mm-hmm.
put together to make an effing fabulous smell. That's this.
Yeah.
So I almost just, I mean, I know we're going to discover some cool scent notes here in a minute,
Yes.
but I almost just get like the 8 really cool parts of a nice smelling, sophisticated contemporary man.
Yeah, but
Right?
like
This
an
is-
outdoors
Yeah, this
kind
is
of vibe.
not your 60s cologne, y'all. This is something super. This might be the most modern cologne we've done.
Right?
yet.
So should I hold this while you open the aftershave? Before we cheat and look at the little scent notes here, let's see.
And these can be different.
They really
We kind of
can.
figured out that the aftershaves can smell quite a bit different. And you,
Oh, keep that going.
you live in there, right? And then this
Let's
comes
see it.
off. Here we go.
You want me to hold it?
It's okay. All right, let's see here.
Okay. Let's see.
Oh, sweetheart.
Yeah? Leather time? Let the
Well,
dry
you know,
down kick in.
You know? No.
Oh.
No, not Leather Town. Not Levitt Town either. Not Leather Town. You know why? Because if you think about it, if you're told, yes, after a few seconds you'd go, oh, I suppose leather.
Right.
But the way it washes over you is not like leather. It's not. It's a really beautiful, dry, subtly sweet, earthy, sophisticated smell.
And I almost get a little more
connect
powdery.
it.
There's something
Yeah.
a little cleaner there.
Yes. So, I know in the total world that barbershops could be anything. But y'all, an
leather?
old West leather barbershop.
Super clean.
Where you can smell the leather of the chair, the barber
right.
chairs, right? That's kind of what this is. It doesn't even register at first as leather.
Right.
It just registers as like clean dude who is outside. That's what this is. And it is effing fabulous. What are you getting?
Well, I wanted to smell that. Yeah, smell that.
You
guy.
here, you do a little bit of this.
I'll trade
And
you.
on to the face. And you trade me there.
Let's see.
Woo! And I bet, you know what? I bet this will be amazing on a female. I bet.
Interesting. I was just thinking,
bet.
having that thought in my head, like, how masculine is this leather? Because it does have, and a lot of the other Tom Ford, like the vanilla one, like it does have that feminine twist to it.
Just got a tiny hint of clary sage. And y'all, this is not like, this does not have any kind of that vanilla stuff. So you know how sometimes like a fragrance like this can be balanced out like a leather with a vanilla or a raspberry or something like that. Get that out of your head. It doesn't go there. It doesn't feel like it needs to balance out the leather because the leather is so beautiful and subtle to begin with. It just adds to it. And you're right. It's a floral.
So smell on my hands now. Like that's the sweeter floral something.
Like clover. Are you smelling that?
It's something
Like
different.
a beautiful, like a grassy flower, like a clover leaf.
Yeah, I feel like I'm in a different state, like location.
Whoa!
Like whatever their flowers are somewhere else.
That is so different on you.
I know.
That is beautiful.
That's surprising.
And she eats nothing but garlic and onions, folks.
I do not.
Nothing but garlic and onions.
Like there's something, I mean, it's definitely that, but there's something different.
I'm about to make a proclamation. This is the most beautiful masculine to feminine transformation I've ever smelled.
Yeah, we've done this a few times, but I am definitely as perplexed.
Whoa! Whoa!
Huh.
That is wild.
Is that something from like our way back in the day nature of what leather does?
Right, because this is more like John Wayne and this is more Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman,
Hey,
y'all.
there we go. I'll take it.
That's bananas. But you know, Douglas has mentioned to me that your body chemistry does play a major role. He referred to it once as the last ingredient in the scent notes is your body chemistry, right?
Yeah, I did not expect that. I would definitely put this on. But from the original scent, I was like, oh, you're going to love it.
That would make sense that there are some people on which this would smell effing fabulouser because
Right?
their body chemistry
That's a
would work
word.
with it. And I think yours really does.
I was not expecting that. So different.
Wow. That's the scent you want to bottle. Oh, love it.
Interesting. Okay. Is it time? Do we?
It's so friendly. Yeah, I need to know what's in this. Okay, here we go. So we've got scent notes here. Scent pro.
Oh.
You know? Oh, okay.
Maybe that's what's
Starts out
First
with
thing.
bitter almond oil. That's part of that. Oh,
But
just
then
the
mixed with
bitter.
that next one.
Bitter. Next, what's the next one?
Tonka bean.
So
which
Marcus
those
was
together,
wrong. Marcus was wrong. There's a little vanilla tonka in this, but it's not real.
This next
It's
one.
not
It's definitely
Oris.
familiar of a new thing.
Beautiful. And then
Cashmeran.
I'm thinking of catamaran. That's a boat.
Cashmere.
I'm guessing it's sort of
Cashmere-ish.
cashmere. That's right.
Yeah.
And then leather. And here's a watcher connection. Clary sage.
See, we were kind of right. Which is different because the actual one we were looking at, Doppelgänger Orange, it didn't even say leather. This one lists
That was not
leather.
a scent note. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Interesting.
And you know, sometimes when I see the list of scent notes, I can sort of piece together what it might smell like. This one, nope. You could have given me this list of scent notes all day long, and I never would have been able to put them together in my head that it was this.
No.
And I know that we never comment on lather here at the Barbershop Duet, but y'all, this Phoenix lather, it's just a friend. It's just a friend that you know you're safe with.
So
It is
it's
fantastic.
funny because the first word that they have written is warm, woody,
100%.
spicy, and gourmand. And I do get a brighter type, not like a heavy heated leather. It's a light. Oh.
Yes, isn't it funny that gourmand is mentioned? Because there's something giant in this. So I'm like, I just want.
But I think it's the bitter almond. Like that must be a big base.
Right. It's like I want to put it in my mouth, but I probably shouldn't.
Right.
Like, that's what I give me.
But I still get that level of being outdoors. There's something of that different type of leather.
Right. There's just mystery to this, but it is so incredibly beautifully outdoors. Yeah, I think you're right.
Okay, so now that we've considered that, should we take it a little deeper?
How far down do bombs go? Okay, so it's masculine and feminine. It's daytime and nighttime. Now
It's
I know
very
why he called
versatile.
it that. Yes, absolutely. An all-purpose, beautiful. And you know what? My quest to find a scent where people do not say, oh, what's that cologne? They just think that that's you.
Right.
And it smells wonderful, that it's just you, clean. This might be the top of that list.
It's different.
The top. This might be the current winner in that little competition.
I am
y'all.
so curious to know what the actual cologne of Tom Ford smells like.
Right.
Because I know, at least with PAA, they always kind of reinvent things. So I'm curious how much is,
Right.
is close to it.
Yeah.
I know Doppelgänger line is supposed to be kind of close to that.
Right.
But I am curious how close.
Yep, and this is an interesting point because I wore chaps, and the Doppelgänger orange from PAA, it's as good as it can possibly be while using better ingredients.
Right, so that's
if
what
that
I mean
makes
by
sense.
this. Like,
so it's even better, right?
and different.
So,
like it's, like they took apart the original one and re-put
Right.
it back together with newer pieces and newer little hits to
Right.
it. I'm curious what that is.
Yeah, and we got a little sample of the actual Floyd and compared it with Vloyd aftershave.
Right.
Spot on plus better.
Right? I'm just so
How do you say
intrigued.
that? So I would have no reason to suspect this would be any different.
Nope. And I do have to say, it is fun when we have these kind of ones that are odes to original things and how they reinvent it. We never would have walking through a cologne counter picked up
No.
that thing fabulous. We never would have smelled it.
No.
But now that we have the share soap, I am
And
intrigued.
Knowing what artisans you really like and really trust is also helpful
Right?
because it's
That's when
pretty
they're
much
willing.
guaranteed that you're gonna like this with someone coming at you. What else
just
do you
feel-
get in the balance?
I just feel like I'm on an adventure. Like you said Dr. Quinn, and I'm like, yeah, I'm with you. Like I'm in
It's
an
a little
episode of
sandy. This isn't like a cold place. This is
No.
like a more of a deserty, tombstoney
I would
kind
agree.
of a place.
But I do feel like I'm exploring somewhere fun, or I have that sense of adventure, or I can conquer anything. Like
Right.
there's just something with that leather
And
cashmere.
there's just something angelic to this. There's just something so light and
Yes,
beautiful.
I would
that-
agree.
Whoa. And I love that they took scents that are more grounded and more earthy and just took them to heaven. Just took them as high as they could with these beautiful, balanced, lighter, beautiful, almost like soapy scent notes. Just like a fantastic balance.
I
in this.
never would have picked up something like this just from the original list of, that'd be kind of fun to have. And now, smelling this, it is crazy. Like I'm
Still
so impressed.
so much better on you than it is on me. I don't know what that tells you. Whoa. So it's pretty simple. All you have to do is be on your way home from getting your Christmas tree with your family and one of your tires might blow out. Now, your dad has visions of being in the pit crew of the Indianapolis 500, so he's going to put a 4-minute deadline on changing that tire. And when you get out to help him and you lose all of the nuts and bolts into the lights of the traffic, and you say, fudge, you just got your own! So head over to their website at phoenixartisanaccoutrements.com. Or even better, do it by way of the link in the description. It's an affiliate link, which lets them know that we sent you, and it gives us back a small percentage of the sale, which we'll probably spend on soap so we can make more episodes. It's at no cost to you, and we would be grateful. Yeah, I've spent a little over a week with the scent since we shot the rest of the episode, and y'all, read my lips. It is fabulous. I will tell you what, they got that original name right, and it's funny because when I've read the scent notes, I would not have thought that this would have been appealing any higher on my scale of 1 to 10 than maybe a 3 or a 4 perhaps. But when I smelled what they did with it, it's up there like a 9. It's insane, y'all. So, it just goes to show that in the right hands, even if you don't like those particular colors, when they put it on a painting, that's an insanely beautiful painting, and that's what I experienced with F-bombs. These are scent notes that don't light my fire necessarily when they're alone, but something about how they've put this together makes those insane and brings out everything that I should have liked about them from the beginning. And this Phoenix Artisan Accoutrement lather, do we even have to have a conversation about this? This lather is amazing. It is there for you. It is trusty. You know how to work it. But if you're an artist or a scientist or an experimenter, there are always new things to discover about it and new ways to use it. Look up the Lazarus method. Anyway, Douglas and Fran, Hawksley, thank you for dropping these F-bombs on us for the new year, because I'm going to smell way better. Welcome to Messages.
So, we have decided that January will be Barbershop Month.
Barbershop Month, y'all, and we still have a few slots that are open toward the end of the month. So if any of you have a favorite barbershop set, make sure you put it in the comments or send it to us on Instagram so we can make sure we cover all our bases.
Yes, we can't wait. That's a long whiff. He's enjoying it over there still.
Intriguing and gorgeous and comforting. That's what this is. When you are home from your adventure, this is your reward.
It's what's left on you after adventuring.
And man, what I call the long hug club. If you're wearing this, expect the hugs you get to be a few seconds longer while people just take this in.
But it's been a fun adventure, even just through the episode of seeing what it smells like on you.
This just reminds me of like a Jimmy Stewart type or like somebody like that. Somebody super kind but super dapper and refined.
Right, down to earth, but yeah, can conquer the world. Ooh,
man, I am loving this.
Don't forget your next opponent with the Barbershop Duet.
You'll smell effing fabulous just watching this.